disappointing ending. Thought we had a really good work, really good week of practice this week. I thought this team took strides. I think sometimes that's hard to see, as the guys feel and coaches feel like you feel after a loss. So sometimes it's hard to see the strides that you make from Game 3 to Game 4 when there was opportunities tonight to beat a good football team. A team that's now 4-1 that's got a top 25 win in FCS. But you can't make the mistakes. You can't start like we started the second half. Right out the gate, give up a long drive, and then I think right after that they had 2 possessions that started on the plus side of the field, which I thought defensively did a great job to hold them to nothing. I thought defense gave ourselves a chance to win the football game. But we couldn't execute and make the plays at the end to win it. Give Eastern Illinois credit. But we had opportunities and didn't take advantage of it.
I think it was it. You put yourself in position. Now it's just turning those in, kind of like we talked about after the first week. You got the turnovers. You didn't convert. Same thing here. You've got opportunities. You got to learn to convert. Yeah,
in the first key to success this week was turnover margin. We were -2. We had 3 turnovers, 1 takeaway. I thought we did a good job against their turnovers defensively, against the turnovers, being in bad field position. Explosives was another one that we talked about. The big plays that they had, and really offensively, I would venture to say out of the 300-plus yards they had, it was a couple of big plays. Offense we had a big play, but weren't able to sustain it, and weren't able to sustain any consistency throughout the game, and I think that showed its head there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you did have the one long drive, the sustained drive, but as you said, you kind of touched on it. That was really the only one.
Yeah, I thought we were better on third downs early. I hadn't seen the stats, but I thought offensively we were better early. And then we got in a little lull where we weren't able to sustain any drives and stay on the field. Weren't able to execute on third downs.
So you always say the past few weeks, you have to keep it close, and you kept it close, and you could tell on the sideline that they could feel it, and it just didn't, I guess, work out. Like, you just tell they have that feeling now.
No doubt. I mean, and they've had that. Worked extremely hard. Golly. And I mean, that's a good football team we played, and it's like I told them, the strides that we made week 3 to week 4, going into conference where you're 0-0, and every opportunity that we have is right there in front of us, and we make the same strides that we made from week 3 to week 4, from week 4 to week 5. Going into this conference, and get that confidence going, then I think it's a whole new ballgame.
Brad, offensive line play didn't look good enough. Was that something?
Frustrating, and that started Tuesday. Just to be up front and honest with you, I stopped practice to talk to that group for about 15 minutes. We just, weren't able to run the football, first, and protection was sketchy at best, and some of that was 4-man rush, without pressure, and so, we gotta find that mesh of 5 guys that's gonna consistently be able to do what they're asked to do up front, and it's unfortunate, after Tuesday's practice. To get the same results that we got Tuesday to get them on Saturday. So we'll go back, and I'm not putting everything on that group, but just talking about that specific group has got to be better. When you talk about sustaining drives and no, we can't turn the ball over either, but we've got to be better up front, offensive line-wise.
The quarterback situation was also a challenge. Obviously, he didn't have a lot of opportunity in those plays, but I guess you don't have the other young man available.
Yeah, and I think you go back and And again, you know, it'd be interesting to see the film, you know, because I thought there was some good throws that he made, some you know, some opportunities to be able to, I think, make some plays, you know, with receivers, and but just inconsistent. You know, 3 turnovers you can't have against a good football team, and got to protect the ball. And we weren't able to do that at that position.
So kind of going forward from this, I know that you always say, like, it's a new season once conference starts. So is that kind of just a message to them, like, you know, this is over, focus on conference? Well,
and you got to approach that each week. You know, we talked about looking through the windshield, not the rearview mirror this week. You know, the rearview mirror is smaller. That's because, you know, you got to let go of the past. It's still there because, you know, you got to correct the mistakes. You just can't, you know, turn your head from it. But there is a reason that windshield is bigger, because there's a lot more opportunity in front of us. And so, you know, we're going to continue to take that message and understand that we got better. I mean, again, it's tough. It's tough to sit up here and say that when you got a loss. We did not win the football game. I've got to do a better job to get this team ready to play. We were ready. We just got to be able to execute consistently and get this thing flipped.
All right, Coach, thank you.